Your brain?
This guy gave me sleep. Listen, don't come on this podcast for disrespecting everything. Like we don't have brain. There's not a whole lot of. If you saw John at the beginning of his 55 career, you would have had doubts.
Yeah, I bet. I told you. I was thinking that's gonna be heavy. Thank you. Yeah, Joel said it was good. Yep, he did.
We'll also, along with Adrian, we'll have Ethan Finlay and Vassal. Ethan, by the way, scored his 50th career goal this evening.
I don't know if you do like the zoom in on it, but. Yeah, I know. It's usually that dark. I make sure that it looks not good and it looks 90% of the time.
He would tell you. I think he just runs it.
I know, I told him that too. I was like, it's hard because it's always different on your end. Thanks for the quality, Sharon. Appreciate it.
Unless you're into the outside. Yeah.
Are we ready back there? Andy, go ahead.
Adrian, when you look at the fact that you guys are able to score 50 minutes into the game, is that just them kind of being ready to go from the jump, or is that something that you saw that you used to where you could capitalize on?
No, we started the game well, and then it gradually got worse from there. I was disappointed in the way we played this evening. I've got to be honest. Thought we played too slow. Thought we played too negative. Went back when we could have gone forward. And I didn't feel as though the game was ever won all night. And Tyler's had to come up with 2 or 3 big saves for us in the second half to finish the game off, and that shouldn't have been the case. But, it's a welcome 3 points. We knew it was going to be a big week for us, the 2 games. So to come, at 6 points is huge for us. But, when I look at our performances in the last month, we haven't played as bad as that many times, maybe in Kansas. But that might be the next burst after that.
That's your 3rd win over Houston in about 7 or 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Is it harder to beat a team 3 times in a row, or is it easier because you've done it before?
Well, it gives you an incentive because you've won games, but their previous 3 games they've won 2 and drawn 1. Went away to the Galaxy and drew, and they're in that mode where they probably think they have to win all the games now, or at least close to. So, for me, this was always going to be. I always thought it was going to be a potential banana skin for us because. When you've played them so many times, the players think it's going to be easier than it was. But, we've had to have a big performance from the goalkeeper in the end to sort of see it through. And I don't think that should have been the case.
Franco has either a goal or assist per 90 throughout his time here at Minnesota. What's been his ability to start so fast?
Well, he finds them little pockets of space in between the lines, and, he's very difficult to pick up. Great ball for Robin. Not only the timing of the run, but the way to pass. You play with people sometimes who concede, but they haven't got the quality to deliver. Franco with time and space normally picks people out and delivers. So, as I said before, now we've got all our attacking pieces fit and healthy. That's going to stand us in good stead for sure.
Reynoso looked like he was laboring a little bit in the first half. How's he feeling?
Yeah, he's frustrated. I was more worried that he was going to get sent off, to be honest with you. He remonstrated with the referee after he'd already been booked. And the way he is, when he gets frustrated with himself, he closes down that quickly that he leaves himself susceptible to catching people. And I was worried about that. And he said he felt a little twinge of his hamstring. Fortunately, he feels as though that's okay. But, yeah, I think he was a little bit frustrated tonight at times.
What do you like about those front 4 men that you've started together for the 2 straight games?
Well, they're all intelligent, all good football players. And, I've said it to you before many times, Sandy. Good players like playing with good players. And, they're interchanging at times, and their 1-touch, 2-touch passing is, it's nice to watch. I know that if they all fit and healthy, then we can start to win more games and climb the table.
Is your maybe displeasure with the game, is that just based on your kind of expectation and understanding where they can go?
Of what I feel this group's capable of. And I don't think we hit them heights tonight. We had little pockets of really, really good play that opened them up and created opportunities for us. But there wasn't enough of them moments for me tonight. And as I say, I thought we played too slowly and played too negative. Too many times, I think I can count maybe 3 or 4 times we've had a throw in deep into their half, and it ends up back at Tyler Miller, nearly under pressure, clearing his lines, and that's poor play. We're better than that.
At this point of the season, it's very important for your team that Ethan Finlay is playing very well.
Yeah.
What do you think about Finlay's performance lately?
I think he's been outstanding the last few weeks. I really do. His energy levels, I thought he was a bright spark even in Kansas where we were poor. I thought he was one of the few bright spots of that night. He's the one thing about him, it's never going to be for lack of effort for his performances, because that's the one thing. Every time he trains, every time he plays, You know, you know what you're going to get out of him. And he's actual credit for to himself and his family, the way he plays.
Any more?
Okay?
John, do you have one? Go ahead. Last one.
What was tonight's brightest spot for you?
Well, obviously Tyler, I thought, came up big when we needed him. And I was really pleased with the effort to keep a clean sheet. But I thought that we put too much expectation on the back four to keep that clean sheet. You know, I think Tyler's had too much to do for us. Okay, thank you.
So much.
50 MLS goals. How do you feel after that?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great. It's a cool accomplishment. Now we're looking for 51. Glad it came in a win because then you can at least celebrate it a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a weird night. Come out with 3 points, but we didn't play our best. There's probably one guy on the pitch who can say he earned his paycheck this week, and that's Tyler Miller. So he was big time for us.
What do you think wasn't working for you guys?
I don't know. I think just the tempo when we had the ball, when we had possession, wasn't good enough. I think we gave it away cheaply at times. I don't know if, and it's no disrespect to Houston in a way, but we started to kind of play down to their level. They wanted that game to be, kind of a run and gun game, and that's the style that they've played. Had a lot of success doing it, but that's not us, and we got away from that, and we got a little bit careless. So yeah, it's just like I said, it's a weird night. It's a somber 3 points. It feels like right now. I don't know what Adrian had to say, but I think everyone in the locker room, we're gonna take it, right? There was some good spots, but I think we need to be playing better than that to beat the top teams. So that's how, I guess, where I'll leave it.
Fragapane is averaging, about 1 goal or assist per 90 minutes. What has he been able to do to hit the ground running so fast when he's been healthy?
It's a great question. A lot of guys that come over, it takes them 3 to 6 months to get acclimated. He's done a really nice job, really from the get-go. But I probably would just say it's his style of play. He's a hard-working guy, and he loves to combine. So he loves to be on the ball. And when we have the ball and have possession, he's a guy who's going to be able to pick a pass. We've seen that timeless over the last couple weeks. So the fact that he's healthy, again, and in the lineup, and like you said, contributing at such a high clip, and that's got to be probably top 5 in the league when you could talk about goals and assists. So it's great. We need that. We've always talked about we need to have contributions from not just 1 or 2 guys. We need to have 3, 4, 5 guys doing that. So that's positive.
You popped up at left back to make a clearance in that first half. What happened there? How did that come about?
Yeah, you just got to you recognize those moments. I noticed Chase kind of lost the ball a little bit cheap on that side, coming off that corner, and we were all kind of going forward. There's probably 4 or 5 of us. I just happened to be on the left side coming off the near post, and I actually didn't see Darwin at first over there, but I did take quite a little peek. I thought there's a pretty big gap, and then as I saw the ball go towards the end line, I thought, okay, this is a little bit nervy, and that's where I picked up Darwin. So I was just trying to make a play. I really didn't know exactly where he was at. I was starting to have all those feelings of Salt Lake where I didn't know if a guy was going to undercut me and get a penalty called on me, but. Yeah. So you just got to recognize those moments.
Does the somber 3 points just kind of harken to the fact of your guys' expectations?
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what it is. We, again, it was no disrespect to Houston, but they're a team that's not in the playoff hunt right now, and we have that kind of performance against a top 2 or 3 team in the West. Tonight might have been really different, and so we have expectations to be playing better. And you don't want to get in these bad habits where you start to play down to another team's level, or you get complacent, and that's just kind of what happened tonight. The early goals are great, but we need to put the gas, put the foot on the pedal, and take the teams down, and put 3, 4 on the board there.
Do you think this is your best moment of the season for you? And this is your best moment since you've been here with this team?
It's hard to say. I think I've had some good moments. I think this is without a doubt one of the best groups that we've had here. So players surrounding me. I've never been a player throughout my career, whether it was here in Columbus, that was making a ton of plays by myself. I'm a guy who makes runs off the balls or off the ball. Needs to, I'm going to find spaces. Need guys to be able to pick passes out for me. And I think when I look at our group right now, we got a lot of guys who can do that, and so that benefits me a lot in my game. So I'm appreciative of it. I hope it keeps going. I'm not sure it's the best, in my career, but it might be the best run of form I've been in, since I've been here in Minnesota.
And we have time for a couple more.
You had a great run here at home. Now that you got to play away, what does the team have to do to keep their momentum?
Well, I think, great starts. The last 2 games have been really good starts. We've gotten on the board. We've been on the front foot. That's no different now when we go on the road. We have that ability to do that. We got to be a little bit more compact defensively. Tonight, I thought at times we got in this open transition game. You can't do that on the road. When you're on the road, you got to be compact, tight lines. We're playing a really good team in DC. Saw they won tonight 4-2. That's a team that's rising up in the East. They're in really good form, so it'll be a great test for us. So not an easy game whatsoever, but this group is built for these midweek games. I know there was a disappointing performance a couple weeks ago against Kansas City, but I really do believe our depth will hopefully show throughout this next week.
Last one. Any more? Oh, go ahead, John.
Last week you score, but you thought you might be offside. Tonight you score with the ball across the line by about 2 inches. How frustrating is it to not be able to celebrate because you don't know if it's a goal or not?
You want to know what, John? I don't really. I black out. So celebrating, honestly, is the last thing I ever think of. For me, it's tonight was a weird one because I really didn't know if it had crossed the line or not, and it took away 2 deflections. But you'll take it, right? I mean, I think it was a pivotal moment. I wish we would have, like I said, kept going and tried to get the third and get. I think that would have been huge to pretty much put the game away. But I was glad to get it. Obviously, there've been some weird goals. I would like a clear-cut one where we don't have to worry about it being offsides or VAR. But I've got 2 go my way, so I think I'm in. I got some luck right now, I guess.
With 50, do you do anything to celebrate? Do you get the ball, anything like that?
No, I know the club in the past has done things for appearances and whatnot, so I could be surprised, but like I said, I'm worried about 51. And I hope it comes on. Wednesday night against DC.
Thanks, Ethan.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.